The walk starts here at Stadhampton, southeast of Oxford. Now heading through that kissing gate along the first footpath of the walk. Further along the path, reasonable view opens up. Now in Ascott Park, there's an old dovecot. Another view of the dovecot in Ascott Park. Now heading towards the village of Little Milton. That's the way ahead. The path to Little Milton becomes a gravel track. As you can see, the path to New Milton has now become an ordinary field path. Reasonable views around. The parish church of St James, Little Milton, built in 1843. Heading out of Little Milton along this permissive path, some decent views have opened up to my left. Further out of Little Milton and looking back, there's a view of Dovecot Power Station. There it is in the distance. Now heading towards the village of Cuddesdon, the views are improving. That's the way ahead. Further along the path towards Cuddesdon, there are some great autumn colours in some trees ahead. This part of the walk is apparently a conservation walk sponsored by institutionalists. That's the way ahead. I'm now walking along a narrow road which crosses the River Tame. Ahead there is Cuddesdon Mill. The way ahead is still along this road. All Saints Church, Cuddesdon, built around 1180. The Bat and Ball Inn, Cuddesdon. On the footpath leaving Cuddesdon, there are fantastic views to my left. That's the way ahead. Now on the footpath between Cuddesdon and Garsington. Great views. This is looking back the way I've come. That's the way ahead. Approaching Garsington village. Here's the old granary store raised on saddle stones to discourage vermin. And great autumn colours, and that's the way ahead. There's a view of St Mary's Church, Garsington, built around 1200 and restored in 1849. This is the path that we take to leave Garsington. It's part of the Oxford Greenbelt Way, which is a long distance path encircling Oxford. That's the way ahead. A few yards from the last shot, the path emerges from the jungle and this fantastic vista opens up. That's the way ahead beside the hedge. Confirmation that we're still on the Oxford Greenbelt Way at this point. Further along the path, not that you can see it here of course, heading towards Toot Baldon. Now in Toot Baldon, there's the sign for the Mole pub. And there is the pub there. That's looking back the way I've just come. St Lawrence's Church, Toot Baldon, a good example of an early 13th century church. A view of the bells at St Lawrence's Church, Toot Baldon. I'm about to go inside St Lawrence's Church, Toot Baldon. Hello. Now heading uphill on a bridleway out of Toot Baldon. Now on the path heading towards Chiselhampton. Further along the path, marvellous views open up ahead. We've now joined a section of the Shakespeare's Way, a long distance footpath from London to Stratford-on-Avon. The path goes across that field past that tree. There's a view of Chiselhampton House across this delightful ploughed field that I'm crossing. Very heavy going. The Coach and Horses pub, Chiselhampton. Now heading back to Stadhampton, the walk crosses the River Tame again. Now on the footpath heading back to Stadhampton. And there's the bus shelter in Stadhampton for buses to Oxford and the end of today's walk.